What's up guys, Steve again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Now on the channel before I've had the 1604 SG. This is very similar to this car I have now. This is a 1603 Pro, which is the brushless version. These are cool, have a gyro control, you can turn it on or off, dual rates, 1/16 scale, forward drive, little beasts. They are really fun regardless of the size. I really like them. Now it is this guy here. If you're interested, links will be down below. Really like the design, like a Hoonigan thing. They come in different styles. Like I said, I originally had the 1604, and this is this kind of ute looking one, or a pickup truck. They'd have really cool lights set up as well on them. Really fun, and they actually are super popular as well. First and foremost, you get an instruction manual, and it's pretty good. It gives you instruction on how to use it, how to turn on the ESP or the electronic stability control, lights, all that kind of cool stuff. It also does have a speed set up, so if you don't want to add 100%, you can change it to 50, 75 and 100% I believe, which is fantastic for new guys as well, or newbies. Yeah, there we go, a little switch there, 50%, 75% or 100. Quickly, next up here is the controller. It is not bad actually for what it is, the size of it compared to the car, but it has your on and off button. That's your speed position. You can also change the lights on the car, and they have a pretty sweet light setup. ESP switch where you can turn it on or off, steering trim, steering dual rate, throttle reverse and steering reverse. Everything else is normal, but not a bad controller. Does the job. Now there are different packages as well. This one here is a dual battery setup. Now leave the link for that. You can also get a tri-battery setup as well, but the batteries are 7.4 volt 18650s, 1200 milliamp hour, so pretty decent. It does get another set of tyres as well, because it's a kind of like a drift kind of car. It comes with these rubber tyres on them, but it also comes with a set of drift wheels and tyres all together. Charger there, simple tool setup, and some spare what are they, body clips. Right, so here's the car itself, and it's up to you if you like the body design. They both look pretty cool. The one I had before was quite nice as well. They look like more of a traditional kind of car. This is like a pickup truck, or a ute as you call them here in Australia. A lot of graphics on there. I like it. Bit of hard molded plastic here, and the kind of like the front bar here, or the lights around, is separately applied plastic, and also the spoiler there as well, and also like the bars here on the tray of the truck. Now when you take it out, just be careful, because you don't want to rip those lights out. You can always plug them back in. This reminds me of an old, like a Tamiya chassis. Obviously it's 1/16, but 1/10 scale Tamiya chassis, how it's all set out. Looks, really similar. There's a cool light set up at the front, nice light buckets. It actually does have an LED at the back as well, just underneath here, like a light under the diffuser, like an F1 car. Kind of looks really nice. So what I'll do, let me undo it. I'll just pull this out. Simple as that. So it's very easy to plug it all back in. There's like your 2-in-1 ESC and receiver there. Another one of those 18650 1200 milliamp hour batteries. Your tiny brushless motor with integrated heatsink on top, so that hopefully will keep it all cool. Small servo down here with a built-in servo saver as well, to kind of help you if you bang it too hard. At least it will bend the servo saver and not strip the gears in your servo there. Underneath, all plastic Phillips head screws, but at least it's countersunk. It's not the biggest car at all, but it's fairly light as well. The shocks, I do believe they are just friction spring shocks, not oil filled, but it does have preload clips where you can adjust it. The back seems pretty damn stiff. The front are not as bad. You see it's got some mitigation for impact, to limit the amount of damage you might get. It's got a nice double layer foam front bumper there. As I said, these wheels are the plastic wheels which you get stock on the car. Wheels and tyres that you get, but you can always change around with those black ones. It still drifts pretty nice even with these rubber ones on there as well. Pretty simple setup. The top and the lower and bottom wishbones look like they are identical. Hopefully they are. You can just flip them around, which is great for spare parts. You see the front, it's forward drive, you have front and rear metal drive shafts. The rear ones are pretty beefy. Check out that for the size. Have a nice one right in the middle. You can see there, a metal drive shaft running all the way through, and there you got the front ones there, a little bit more anemic, but they will do the job. Metal gears internally, should be pretty strong. Nice plastic brace. It's not jumping or doing anything crazy, but it looks quite nice. Your toe in and toe out fixed positions. You do have slot there and one at the back to adjust the suspension height or stiffness if you want, and that is about it. So not too much adjustability on this, but it does look pretty cool. Let me plug up these lights and I can show you how they look. Now I'll show you the lights quickly. It's got to push the channel button here, so push it once, red ring, push it again, red ring with the white in the middle, push once, turns them off, and one more, it'll just be the normal LED white light. It looks pretty nice. Now I also show you it has the stability control or gyro. It only works when you have throttle on. So what I mean by that, if I have it all the way turned up, it doesn't do anything. But if you throttle to the front wheels, trying to keep straight all the time, turn it all the way up. There you go there. Pretty easy. And you can turn it all the way down as well. And obviously it's nothing. That's how I normally like it, but you can I maybe want it on just under half, help you out a little bit. But that's what it is. So let's get this battery charged up. Tiny little brushless motor. Let's get it charged up and see how she goes. Okay, at the front yard, local netball court was packed. So this is the 3-speed setting. So this is 50%. And it is what it is. If you're starting out, leave it on that. Yeah, not going to win any speed races, but if you're a kid starting out, it's pretty damn cool. Let's flick it up to 75% just here. Definitely livens up a little bit there if I come around this side. Pretty quick. Definitely to see why people like them, but we're not here to muck around. Let's go full 100%. I didn't think it was possible to roll it. There we go. 100%, much quicker, you can see. Hammers. Where am I going? I tried out the drifting even on the 50%, and that was enough. Definitely really low. I need to find a better spot that's not so bumpy. Just bottoming out on everything. Okay, a bit of no cars. Let's just have a bit of a speed run down here. That's 100%. Definitely needs some nice flat surface for this because it moves around a lot. Definitely fun though. Bit of a little jump here. Steering servo I've noticed doesn't stay centered very well. Because that was straight before, you can see it's kind of listing to a side, but whatever. It is pretty cool little car. I can definitely see why people like them, even if I can't keep it straight. Take a bit of a hit too. People looking at me weird with this camera gear on. I'm just trying to get this jump here. Can't keep it straight, it's ridiculous. Definitely cool. I'm going to put the drift wheels on and see how we go. Pretty responsive. That servo is not too bad for a stock small little micro servo that it is. Just mucking around with it. Yeah, there we go. Kind of lipo cut off happened just then, so I'll charge it up again and I'll put the drift tires on. Okay, drift wheels are on. Let's try it out now. And I'll turn the gyro all the way up and watch. You'll see the car wanting to correct itself. So I'll let go now. It wants to keep straight. I'll let go now. That done it itself. It one always wants to be pointing in the straight line. But if you're learning to drift, I guess it'll be pretty handy. See how it always wants to correct it for yourself. So you kind of have you can kind of get used to drifting, get a nice steady drift going. Not like I know what I'm doing, but you know what I mean. Let's try this way. But I can see why people like these. Obviously you don't have to leave this set up in here as well. You can put your own brushes set up in there, because these are fairly cheap just to get and mod if you really wanted to. I guess there's a big modding scene for these as well because they're so small. And when you're drifting you don't really brake much either. I'll turn the gyro off. Let's have a look at me. Obviously, understeer heaps. You got to get the slide going. You can do it on this normal kind of surface as well. A little bit harder. Even though it's concrete, it's not nowhere near as smooth as that other stuff. So it kind of bounces around. Pretty cool. But let me know in the comments, guys, if you have this and what do you think about it. I need to set up a little drifting course around here or something. Wanted to go to the normal netball courts, but it was packed with kids. Oh, nearly had it. Anyway, you get the idea. I do like the fact that you can change the dual rates as well, and also it has a gyro, turn it on or off, which is really handy, especially if you're new in the hobby, or even if you're new but you're just starting off drifting. Makes a difference. I've turned it all the way off now. Alright guys, let me know what you think of this. If you haven't, leave some comments down below. If you're interested, links are down below. Also, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't, please subscribe. Cheers guys, have a good one.